Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out this evening. Now, I know most of you guys probably saw the live stream on CRS Firearms channel with Erica, Mrs. CRS. Do me a favor, channel members, sound off so I can go ahead and greet you guys and say what's up. I may not have to scroll all the way back to the beginning if we can do that. Every time when I come on, if all the channel members sign off, then sound off rather, then yeah, don't sign off, sound off. Then I'll be able to greet all you guys and say what's up. But for those of you guys that do not know, we'll be discussing several things tonight. But one specifically we'll be starting with will be that Matt Hoover and Justin were sentenced today.
Mhm.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Couldn't hit the mute button in time. Um, Matt Hoover and Justin were both sentenced today, and we're going to be covering what that looks like and why, and how the government is practicing tyranny against everyone. I mean, of course, that's no news to you guys. That's why you're here. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I do look. I know a lot of times, like when you guys hear me greet all you guys, you hear me say, "Hey, what's up, Chenamemba? Welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks for coming and hanging out." And I say it 100 times, but the reason I do that is because genuinely, I do greatly appreciate and I'm grateful for you guys coming and spending your time. I mean, you're spending your evenings with me and the community, and it's a big deal. So I appreciate all you guys. So thank you. So genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all y'all. So let's go ahead and get it in. So first off, Kurt 24 was first in chat. I mean, we know he's likely always first, but Kurt 24 was first this evening. And also he was first with the best chat of the night. It was so great that I actually pinned it. Now, for anybody that does choose to contribute to CRS Firearms, I would ask that you guys please don't send me super chats or anything like that. Send the money directly to the family so they can support Matt and also maybe even fund the appeal, help fund the appeal, but also just help take care of Erica and the family because let's be honest, they removed the the man from the family that was contributing, financially. Oh man, I don't want to. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. So thank you, Kurt, for doing that. I pinned the comment, so if any of you guys do want to take the time to jump in and contribute, the link is pinned at the top. So thank you, Kurt, for that. I appreciate you, and of course, Kurt 24 is also a channel member. Now, also, we got Dang Old Matt up in here, also a channel member. We got Toy Town Inc. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. 717 Rider. What's up, fam? Another channel member. Johnny Propane. Another channel member. Mike McClune. My guy, what's up? Another channel member. Let's see. Kurt, Dang Old Matt. Shana member. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you. Goonbeam, my guy, another channel member. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Let's see. Goonbeam. Testing. 1, 2, 3. What's up, brother? Another channel member. DJ Play Nice, my guy. Another channel member. Montana, bruh. I know. We gonna talk. Another channel member. Appreciate you, man. Good seeing you too, man. Montana's an OG. Oh, and by the way, I do want to touch on something. There was like a couple folks that were leaving comments and actually have left like quite a bit of comments, but because they were dropping links and hashtags in every single one, YouTube was filtering them all out, and some of them were OGs, like Shall Not. Shall Not has been, watching the channel for like literally since the beginning. So, Shall Not, bro, if you're out there, appreciate you. And I'm sorry, I just saw right before I started the show that I had a bunch of hidden comments. So it's important to know that if you guys leave a comment, sometimes even live chat or comment, if there's a hashtag or if there is a link or link to another video, YouTube will they'll swipe that joint early. Tech Money salute, my guy. What's up? Another channel member, Marconi. Great to see you. Another channel member, Johnny Ba. Another channel member. Great to see you. Let's see, DJ Play Nice. I said, what's up? Yeah, DJ Play Nice. What's up, bro? Another channel member. Great to see you. Mike McClune. I greeted my guy McClune, right? I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Mike McClune, of course, another channel member. Taco Syndicate. What's up, brother? Another channel member. Gort, another channel member. What's up, brother? Boom Thumb McBangy Hand. Can't say that one too quickly. I'm choosing to not say that one there too quickly because I'll be like, it's tough. It's tough. However, he is indeed another Chinamemba. So I appreciate you. Goonbeam, by the way, Goonbeam got the tightest and the brightest of the flashlights out there. And if you go into the description, use the code, it's in there as well with some discounts that'll save you money. Goonbeam, we appreciate you always helping, supporting the community. Scusi. All right, so my bad. I just saw on my chat playback that I flashed the ever loving F out of y'all. My bad. My B. All right, let's see. Kurt 24, Zanti Misfit. What up? Good to see you. Another channel member. T for Tejas. Armitage. Both you guys, of course, channel members. Great to see y'all. We also got the Blue Curtain Burner, another channel member. Appreciate you coming and hanging out. Tim Hopper. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another channel member. Dang old Matt, another channel member for show. And shout out to Shauna, always coming in with like, man, I swear to God, she's like the unofficial official mod of like every community out here, like the Tactical Turkeys, DLD After Dark. You find her all over the place, man. I love it. So thank you. And Kurt too. Kurt 24, man. Also, y'all are just putting in work for free. So I appreciate you guys. T for Tejas again, my guy. Rip Dango JJJ. What happened? Rip Django. Rip Dango. You switched up accounts, bro? What happened? What happened? Let's see. Mike McClune, Taco Syndicate, Boom Thung McBanghan, Mike McClune, Kurt 24, Chana Chana Memba. Let's see. Armitage, DJ Play Nice, Marconi. I did not. I was sleeping. Okay, word. Well, good to have you here so we can kind of chat about it. 717 Zanti Misfit Tech, Toy Town Sound Off, G23 Salute. I love Tech is always like salute. It for real, if you just type in your phone the letter S, I guarantee salute is the first word that pops up. No joke. All right, Gort, Armitage, Boom Thong, Rip Dingo. Take a look. It's in a book. Man, y'all are tripping. Testing. What's up, my guy? I saw you earlier. Ron Bayer. Bro, Ron Bayer. I actually saw you earlier in Hoffman Tactical's CAD chat. So yeah, great to see you again. Thanks for coming in. What's up, mofos? And remember, duck the ATF. It's a little too early to be dropping them bombs, bro. But yeah, we gonna do that. Picked up a new duty gun. Okay, that's what's up. I actually got a new duty gun too, and I'm going to show y'all some pics tonight. Some real sexy pics. Man Against the Masses. What's up, brother? Our resident meme artist who never, ever takes a day off. Kurt 24, Armitage, JC9. What's up, my guy? Good to see you. Another channel member. Hey, Too Rich. What's up, fam? Good to see you. Another channel member. And we got Boom Thing JC9, Mike McClune, JC9. Sorry. Hashtag. Yeah, sometimes it'll go through G23 reviews. What's up, bro? Sometimes it will go through in live chat, but in comments, it usually doesn't. I'm not sure. Don't know why. It's just the little like filter that they got. They just, it is what it is. Too many choices. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Another gentleman. And Snoring Coop. Dang, I didn't know we had a Snoring Coop out there too. Ruby Rich, formerly known as Snoring Rich, is now Ruby Rich. The funny thing is this is what I learned. Every comment you've ever made on any video ever as Snoring Rich now reads as Ruby Rich. How crazy is that? I know, right? It just changes everything. Anyway, all right, G23, we got DJ Mike McClure, Boom Thong, Armitage. Let's see, Too Rich. Silverback, what's up, fam? Good to see you. Another channel member, of course. Damn, there's so many channel members, man. Man, this is why I love y'all, man. Of course, we got the honorable mentions. We got Take America Back. What's up, brother? Good to see you. We got Damian Christ, my guy, my brother in Christ. You know what I'm saying? JLM, what's up, brother? We got Snoring Coop again. Coop, be snoring. That is no exaggeration. Watch him fall asleep on a live stream. I know, I'm guilty of doing that a couple times on the late night. Damian Christ 308. I like that. regular G23, not to include reviews, I guess. Great to see you. And everybody else that's in here, man, I appreciate all you guys so much. So, to go over what happened today, really over the last 2 days, because court has been a mofo. Hey, M. Gabriel. Okay, hold on. Let me bring it back to the bottom of the map. Too many choices. Senor Bob, great to see you. Oh, my chat just refreshed. Hold up. Can I hit the mute? Y'all did not want that burp all up in your ears. Woo! Hey, Safety Haba, great to see you. Let's see. 8mm Kurtz STG 44. What's the first intermediate cartridge fields in mass? What's the first intermediate cartridge fields in mass? I don't understand the question. Sorry. Senor Bob, great to see you, man. Appreciate you hanging out. M. Gabriel and Eagle Run 23. I always call you Eagle Run 23, Mabi, till I heard himself calling himself Eagle Run 23. Check out his channel, man. He's got some dope ish. 07, that's the salute. I didn't know that. I'm late. I'm just an old dad. Great to see you, bro. Great to see you. All you guys, man. Y'all are awesome. Chubby Cox. Say that a few times and the channel will likely be gone. Double X, Chubby Cox. Ow. I just hit my hat and my head on the mic. Get on the mic, Christy Turtel. Christy, great to see you. Appreciate it. Please tell Matt or John to call my Rich tomorrow morning. We can help. Oh, to call the Dick. Do we call the Dick? Is that the Rich? Call the Dick. Okay, I'll make sure to get you guys in touch. Yeah, we'll I appreciate that. Thank you. And anybody that thinks they can help in any way, it doesn't have to be anything financially. I think that's the first thing people assume that anybody is asking for. But in any way, just if anyone out there can help, I appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in. So today I have one of the best people here to chat about what's going on, and the best couple of people here actually. And right now that is Flying Rich,
Who's driving?
a special guest, Terry.
Yeah, my wife is right over here. So I want to start out by thanking my wife the last 2 days. She's been a real trooper. She's been babysitting Matt and Erica's littlest child, and she can be quite energetic. She's also wicked cute. So what a lovely little kid.
Yeah.
I know you got to meet them on one of the trips.
Yep. They're awesome.
So we I'm assuming a lot of people probably watched the live that we did on Matt's/Erica's channel.
So some people actually missed it. So it's actually
Oh,
good.
okay.
We're going, and I'm going to be honest. Hey, Jason, good to see you. Everybody that's coming in, appreciate you guys. That's not Flying Rich. That's Driving Rich. Yeah.
No, I'm not even driving.
Yeah, I know. He's got both hands up. That's called the hostage position for those of you that enjoy shooting, the shooting sports. Yeah, so we actually I have a new time drawing from the hostage position with a Safari Land level 3 retention holster with a Beretta M9A3 with a single shot headshot. The timer goes off, right? We're timing time to draw to first shot, draw to first shot time, and it included a headshot, and it was 0.73. Bing. Yeah, I'm super proud about that. And I don't know if I can do that every single time, so I just need to continue working on it. But look, I mean, ABV, good to see you, bro. All you guys, thank you for coming and hanging out. So a couple things. Jesus, take the wheel. AI, take the wheel. More like it. Bugaloo, great to see you. Okay, so Rich, first off, I want to say for you and Terry, I am honestly really, really impressed by everything that you guys have done just since all this shit happened. Everything that you guys have done to contribute to Matt, to Erica, to the family. It means a lot. So thank you for that.
And part of it, I consider it a blessing that I'm able to help. That one, I had a skill set helping Erica with videos and just technology videos, video editing, YouTube familiarity, that kind of thing. So it's a blessing that I have the talents. It's a blessing that I have the ability to share. And I just
Facts.
every time I've talked to Matt and Erica, I'm like, I wish I could do more for you.
Yeah, man. This is just a terrible situation all around, and I wish I could do a lot more. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm. It makes me feel better though to see that you and Crump and so many other people have jumped in and helped, and I'm grateful for that. And that you were able to actually physically go and be there. Like that's huge.
That's a big deal. Yeah. And I, boy, one thing talking about blessings, I am not the man Matt is. I'm definitely not the caliber of man that Matt Hoover is. Because he says, like, I'm where God wants me to be. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a tough pill to
The
swallow.
other thing I when we were talking about that stuff on the live stream earlier, um, the other thing that I did not share, and I remembered after because we were talking about all these things because he really is a great person. He really is. And he had said, like, if I get sentenced, because I was like, man, if you get X amount of time, or if they throw the book at you, like, I'm gonna be so pissed. And I was just like filled with anger and rage and um honestly hate, right? And I really dislike saying that, but it's the truth. And being honest here. And he had said that if I get whatever the book thrown at me, which originally was like 75 years, then 45 years, then whatever, he was like, look, um, I'm supposed to be here. God wants me here, and I'm just going to eat whatever they give me. But also, he said, if I need to do this time, it's stopping somebody else from doing this time as opposed to me. So
Wow.
somebody else is free because I'm in here. It's like, damn, man. Hey, Crump, good to see you. Hey, Warsaw, good to see you as well. So, okay, so let's back up a little bit. So this has been a long couple days, okay? And I know especially for you guys, for Erica, for the people that were out there, like, holy smokes, I couldn't even imagine. Fluffy Bunny, good to see you. Uh, this was a 2-day process. We thought we were going to hear yesterday what
Right.
everyone's asking what you're driving. Please tell them.
So it's a combat proven Japanese
Well,
assault vehicle.
oh, you know what? Guess, because everyone thinks it's a Tesla.
No, this car self drives because I made it self drive.
Yeah, Rich is nuts. Okay. Hey, 7-6 Tuesday. Great to see you.
Oh,
Um,
7-6 Tuesday. Hey guys.
yeah, actually, you guys, I'm thrilled because every time that I've gone over my new favorite rig, I haven't been able to have you guys here. Um, but we're about to jump. Yeah, Tesla sucks. Um, so okay, so let them know what you're driving, just so everyone will be
So
happy.
this is the new to me. I'm the third owner, I guess I could say, because my wife is the second owner of this car. So it's a 2017 Lexus RX 450 hybrid with the Comma AI self-driving system.
Thank you. Now everyone that wants to hear about CRS is like, dude, you've said hello for 20 minutes. You've talked about everything else except I'm sorry, okay? It's just the order in which we do things, and then we get sidetracked, and then all that. Yeah, Um, Johnny Crumpy, we love you, bud. And you're more than welcome, Crump. You're more than welcome to come in if you want to, because you got access, and I don't have to send or do anything. Okay, so backing up to it. So the last 2 days for the trial have been pretty nuts. One because
Sure.
we thought we were going to get the verdict of what the actual sentencing was yesterday. Yesterday they
So
ended up. You go ahead.
yeah, yesterday started at 10:30 in the morning, ended up at 3:30. We had two breaks. We had a break. I don't know. Do you want to see me or not see me?
I mean, it's up to you. I
I,
prefer
I
not to, but I'm just
not
kidding.
not that. Nah, I don't think it strikes. We got 10. So, um, the So the first part on Wednesday was about the guidelines. So they
Yeah.
had an issue with part of the guidelines and some of the definitions of firearm, machine gun, etc. So the
Hmm.
sentencing guidelines went from like an 18 to a 32. So it went from, I think it was like 3 years to 10 years, basically.
Yeah.
So it was 121 months to 151 months was the range on the guidelines. So
Yeah.
initially, when we got that pre-sentencing report in the gag order, we were looking at like a 3-year recommendation. But it's very, there's a whole complex math formula in, if you're guilty of this, you go to this subsection, this multiplier, this enhancement, this,
Yeah.
and there's all sorts of factors. So a judge doesn't say, yeah, you wore a nice shirt today, I'm going to give you 2 years. It
Yeah.
doesn't work that way.
It's way more mathematical. It is like the Excel spreadsheet of justice.
In fact, there should be. Yeah,
I mean,
there probably should be, because
there
then it
might
would be
be.
a little more clear.
Yeah. Who knows? There might be. Um, after going over the, changing the sentencing guidelines, and after nearly a full day of, people providing testimonials on Matt's behalf and on Justin's behalf, you guys finished up the day and wrapped up with really nothing, right? There was no sentencing. No, a lot of
Yeah.
people took that as a bad sign, but now today you guys went in and walk everyone through what happened.
So yesterday we wrapped up around 3:30 p.m. and the judge at the end said, "Hey, it would be wrong for me to render a decision right here,"
Hmm.
which seemed to indicate to me that something she heard, and I'm not saying it's from me or from each individual, whatever, something she heard weighed on her mind,
Yeah.
that she had to do a little more research. And I got to say, I was impressed with the judge. She seemed to be very detail oriented, wanting to understand very particular things about what was going on. She, I mean, you could see facial expressions and stuff like that, but she definitely took notes when everybody spoke, definitely considered what they had to say.
Hmm.
um I with my impression, again, I saw her yesterday and today. I thought she was very fair.
Yeah.
uh I think probably the most impressive thing yesterday, and I've said this a number of times, it was like a quote I've said on videos. She looked at the prosecutor and said, "Hey, if this thing is so deadly, why are you not knocking on every single door? You have the list."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the prosecutor kept saying, this deadly, this deadly, this deadly, this. She's like, well,
Deadly machine guns. She even, and this is the crazy thing, she literally, b- and this is so frustrating, she literally compared it to the Las Vegas shooting. And she was
right,
saying that, well, I think it was probably light machine gun, but she compared it to the alleged tools that were
bump stock.
used. Yeah, the 240 Bravo. I mean, the bump stocks that were used in the Las Vegas shooting, reportedly, allegedly, and that's just insanity.
Hmm. Hmm.
One, because
So,
bump stocks actually shoot bullets, and auto key cards
and then
don't.
the judge literally said,
Well,
again,
let me change
words
that.
I,
I'm sorry. Bump
yeah,
stocks, when they are properly installed on firearms, actually fire rounds, whereas auto key cards don't, and they were never designed to, ever. They were oversized. They were, yeah,
wrong
they were
metal,
made incorrectly, purposefully.
worked with a 1962 SPA-1 bolt carrier, or SPA-2, whatever it was. Um,
Well, don't give them too much info, Rich. I'm just
I'm
kidding.
not telling you how to construct it or where to look for it.
Yeah.
So the other thing she said, which again, I think both you and I have said these things, is the only person to make this fire full auto was an ATF agent.
Yeah.
Which again, that wasn't correct. He jammed metal in there somewhere and got hammer follow. He did not get auto sear firing. He got hammer follow.
I could empty a packet of Smarties into a lower receiver and get the same outcome.
And it's actually happened. There have been cases where metal shaving caused an AR type firearm to fire full auto.
I thought you were going to say it's happened before that a pack of Smarties had made an AR-15 fire full auto. Yeah.
Right.
Allegedly, in my best Sabar voice. Yeah. Shout out to Sabar.
Right.
Oh, sorry, we lost you for a second. You're back now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm high subsonic speed going down I-95.
High subsonic. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still in the double digits.
Yeah. All right. So, go ahead and let the people know. And continue your story.
So the prosecutor. So I'm on Wednesday still because I think there's a couple of important points to cover on Wednesday. The prosecutor said that, well, we're not collecting them because Matt Hoover told the people not to talk to the ATF and I touched the wheel and not to answer the door if the ATF goes there, which again, if I had a lawyer on the phone and I said, hey, the ATF's at my door asking about my auto key card, what would your lawyer say to you if you were my lawyer, Dark?
If the ATF came to your door asking, I mean, it depends on what they said first, but I would say a motherfucking thing, and I would tell you not to say a motherfucking thing.
So the prosecutor and the judge said these, I think she said these things today. I got to really look at my notes. But the prosecutor says, well, he told the people not to talk to the ATF. I'm like, and any lawyer would tell you the same thing? He'd be like, yep. I'm like, no, talk to the ATF. Tell them your life story. Start off with Genesis. What?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Totally backcrap crazy.
And also, it is literally your right to invoke. You have to invoke.
Might be an amendment to the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. I don't know if I can count that high.
Yep. You do have to invoke that right, though. It's not just assumed. You cannot just stay silent. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, well, you should see when my wife starts me asking questions. Is that a new gun?
So, yeah, right. So some people are asking for that literally don't know what happened for a TLDR.
Okay.
So for you guys, and we'll get to it, but just so you guys know, he was sentenced today, and he was sentenced to 60 months, 5 years, which is an absolute travesty, total miscarriage of justice. But we're walking through the process and bringing it to the point of like how they got there. And Rich actually was at the court both days. So yeah, sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah. And Justin got 68 months. So yeah, basically Matt and Justin got the same time for the machine gun portion of the crime. Ooh. And Justin had 8 more months for structuring, which is, I guess, going to the bank and taking your money out. But the government didn't like how you did that.
Dang, Kimball. That's, I'm not going to put that on screen. Sorry. Oh, man. Yeah. Try, guys, be kind, right? I know it is wrong, evil, disgusting. But, let's not wish for forever sleep, or not forever, but forever sleep,
And I gotta say, all right, so I don't know what's going on because I can't see the chat. And,
no, you're good.
I'm only grabbing the wheel when cars come too close to me. My car's doing just fine. it took me a while to get here. I'm trying to be a better Christian, a better person. And Crump has said this early on that he prays for the prosecutor's recovery from cancer. And I do too. I've been doing it pretty much every day. I don't want to say every day and make myself a liar in front of the Lord. Most every day I pray for her to live a long, healthy life.
You know,
Oh,
maybe.
my wife's coming in.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, you're on.
I pray this prosecutor receives.
She's not coming in, Rich. You may have to.
Oh, you're not hearing us?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear me now?
It seems super far away.
Oh, maybe I'm the only one with a microphone.
Oh, all right.
I don't know.
So he's not going to hear me.
Yeah, I don't
I can hear
think he
you.
hears
Did you guys split the beats? Is
Yeah.
it? Oh, is it wired or wireless?
wireless. I got the Beats.
So the microphone toggles between the two.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
I guess I'm primary microphone.
So
I
what was
believe.
she saying? Sorry.
Yeah.
What was she saying?
I don't know if you can hear
Yeah, hold on. I'll give you this again. Here,
Oh, there you go.
hold on to it. Talk into it.
Can I just talk into it like this?
Yep, that's perfect.
And you
I
can hear me?
you. Yep.
So I just want to add, and I'm not trying to be provocative,
Mm-hmm.
that this woman, this prosecutor, we know that, she's battling cancer and nobody would wish any harm for her. However, she does have a responsibility, and she bore false witness upon that. And she needs some kind of repenting. And I really pray that her ears can be open so she can hear, and her eyes can be open so she can see the truth of what she's doing and the effect that she has on a innocent family. So there needs to be some repentance on her behalf. And I truly believe that.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say on that. Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Hey, Crump, by the way.
Hey, what's up?
I appreciate that. And, one of the things I was going to say was really similarly, I hope that maybe if she does make it through this, and again, I have no ill will, even though at times I'm filled with anger
Right.
and rage and
Right.
hatred. There are times that, I'm also not, right? I work really hard on myself too. And I don't know, maybe when she gets to the other side of her medical condition, maybe her perspective has changed and it shifts, and she sees things differently. She sees people differently, and she doesn't rush to judgment about a person that just happens to end up in a situation. She judged Matt immediately, and she treated him as if he was any just terrible person. And see, we all know who he is. We all know his heart. She doesn't. And I don't know, maybe things will change in the future.
I think you're giving her too much credit. I think she thought that she found something that she can hang her hat on for future judge.
I agree with him.
Judgeship.
That's why she will be judged.
I don't disagree with that. So now I can hear her very well, by the way. But I do agree. And also I could be hopeful that she may in the future change, I don't know, her job maybe. But Warsaw, I did see your comment, and I got you. I will pass that message along to Mrs. CRS. They get points for convictions, period. Are they compensated based on amount of time?
No, but it looks good when they go for their judgeship, which I'm pretty sure.
She's auditioning for a position.
She definitely.
I'm sure she is.
She definitely used Matt as an example. Damian Christ, 100%. Yep. Rich, if you want to jump back in, sorry, I kind of cut you off there. We passed it around there.
So, I once the judge said, "Hey, you got a list. How come you not go after them?" Instead of her saying these are deadly, dangerous, devious, dastardly devices, she started saying, "Well, Matt told people not to answer the door."
Okay, can I make I have to make a joke on irony here. Now Rich's mic isn't working. It's too funny. It does this weird thing. So AirPods and Beats, say something.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, it's still not on. AirPods and Beats do this. It's kind of crazy.
For a second.
Now it just
right.
turned back on. Oh, okay, now
Well,
I
I
think
just
you got
switched.
both on.
I got
Okay,
both.
yeah.
My wife wanted to hear what was going on.
Yeah. No, I got you. Okay, sorry. So please continue.
So what she said is that Matt said to have them delivered to your anti-gun relative. Don't answer the door. Don't talk to the ATF. So there's no way to track these things down.
Yeah. It's a joke. She said like, well, what if they don't answer the door or something like that, right? Like what?
So are you telling me if the ATF comes to my door and I just don't answer, I hang out by the pool, everything's cool?
Bro, let me tell you what. So I had a buddy that
I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, I had a buddy that that sold a couple guns to a guy lawfully, private transaction, 2 handguns, right? Now, it was a Glock with a 33 round mag and a couple other mags, whatever, and a Ruger with like one of those Pro Mag 30 rounders or whatever. And the guy bought them lawfully as a private transaction in Virginia. Well, the stupid ass went to DC and sold them to like crack dealers. Okay. So the ATF got involved. Now, luckily, my guy had a lawful bill of sale, right? And by the way, if so, in this situation, when the ATF like ran up on him, the moment he was like, I got a bill of sale, I'll show you right here. Boom. They were like, okay, have a good day. Never heard from them again, ever. Two things. One, the ATF went to his house and he wasn't there. So you know what they did?
Kicked in the door.
No. They rolled up to his job and they posted in the parking lot and waited for him. And then one day when he was going to work, he actually the next day they left like a notice on his door or something like that and a card to like call or something like that. And the next day, he hadn't called yet. He actually saw a lawyer. The next day, he went to work and parked his car, got out, and on his way walking from his car through the parking lot to his job, 2 ATF agents rolled up on him. Like, they don't care where you're at. They're going to roll up on you, But he was good. He was fine. But
well, I have another story about ATF. My friend Eric and his buddy went to a gun store, and his buddy is a permanent resident, but he doesn't speak English too well. And Eric is he's originally from El Salvador, but I mean he lived here since he was like two months old. So they followed them. So they bought a gun from like a private sale, which at the time was legal in Virginia.
mm-hmm.
And they were followed all the way back to their house, and they're like, we need to inspect a weapon. We need to see your ID. We need to see your proof of citizen, proof of your resident. They ran all those records and everything.
You just see your sperm samples and
but that was like totally. I mean, I'm not one to call people racist or saying that somebody profiled them.
dude, profiling exists for a reason, right?
Yeah, but dude, they had no right to assume that these guys were breaking the law.
Of course. That's what they do. They profile, they look at people, they judge them, right? Ruby Rich, our tax dollars at work. This is exactly what they do, which is why I used to get pulled over and messed with all the time when I was running around dressing like a hoodlum and, had a big old bulge on the right side of my hip because they were like, "Oh, he's doing something illegal." And that's just the way that they are. And it's the same thing that like stereotypes exist for a reason, right? It's because there's truth to that. They do that. They judge. They stereotype. They profile people, and they will run up on you wherever you're at, right? Hey, Corn Pop, good to see you, bro. Az, good to see you. They had to make up the profiling to go after Sheriff Joe. Sheriff
Wait.
Joe, I don't think I'm familiar.
Joan Aparo,
Did they go after Apio?
Yeah.
That's Nevada, right?
Yeah, no, Arizona.
Arizona. All right.
I just want to say right now we have 69 people watching. 69. Nice. Sorry. I just love that number. Something special about it. Sorry, go ahead, Rich.
That's also the port TFTP communicates on.
Yeah. They will make contact. SupplyCo, what up? I actually happen to be wearing the SupplyCo SHOT Show shirt today. Too many choices, giggity. CRS Farms, Erica, good to see you too. Sorry, I saw you earlier. All right, so Rich, sorry. So what were you saying?
So the prosecutor was talking all this smack about how you just couldn't get these deadly devices back. Nobody knows how to do that. Even if you had a list, how would you do it? They might not answer the door. They might not talk to you.
They might not answer the door. Calm the F on. That's the... Well, why don't you go collect them? They might not answer the door.
Yeah, that's such bullshit. And they literally asked.
Ring doorbells ruined the ATM.
Yeah. Didn't they? And I'll have to ask to confirm. I was going to just say it, but let me just confirm. They asked them during the court case if however many thousand auto key cards are out there.
6,600, they're saying.
Okay, if there were 6,600 full auto AKs out there in the world, would you go recover them? And they're like, oh, absolutely.
Gosh.
Yes. Right. So clearly they're stating that these things are not anywhere on the same level. Total bullshit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So that was kind of frustrating. It was kind of annoying that they created... Basically, the judge threw a stick in Laura's spokes on saying, Justin Irving and Matt Hoover are the Merchant of Death. What was the guy's name, John?
Nicholas
Traded
Cage.
for the Vaught. What is it? Vaughn something. Traded for the basketball player.
Nicholas Cage.
Nicholas Cage. Yes, that guy.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you were trying to remember the character that he played.
Yeah.
You didn't remember Nicolas Cage's name?
No, I knew Nicolas Cage. I'm trying to remember the
okay.
It's like Bon.
All right, I'm sorry. I thought you were like, I know who Nicolas Cage was. Like.
Yes, JC9. The ATF gives full auto AKs to Mexican cartels. This is also confirmed.
I think Rich is talking about Victor Bout.
Bound, yeah, whatever. So yeah, actually, I forget the ATF agent, but Hank has had him on his show. Hank Strange, on Who Moved by Freedom podcast.
Yeah,
and he's had the guy on, the actual ATF agent. They tried to throw that ATF agent under the bus. I'm sorry, I said that backwards. The FFL. Hank's had the FFL that did the gun running, that the ATF set up to do. He was working for the ATF, helping me. Yeah. And the ATF later tried to frame him.
What?
Yes.
Okay, did he have some type of like evidence or something to protect himself, or like what?
He actually had an audio recording of every conversation.
Good for him, man. Why would he agree to? Like, did he know what he was doing?
See, I look, if a law enforcement agency, like, and now look, in 2023, this rule doesn't work. But maybe if it was 1990 or 1980 and a law enforcement agency asked you to work with them on a sting for something, maybe you would say yes if you thought you were a good patriotic American and helping the good guys out.
Yeah. Yeah, Detective John Kimball, you are 100% correct. The semi-auto RPDs run like dog shit. 100%. It is like a 30-pound semi-auto AK. It's kind of useless. It's cool looking and fun and stuff, but those drums useless. And so yeah, I concur. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal says, I feel for the prosecutor's children. Can you imagine one day possibly understanding the type of evil your mother enacted on other individuals? Sad. Wow. Yikes. Man, I look, it's unbelievable, and at the same time, I expected it, and I am not surprised.
Yeah. Dark actually. Oh, we talked about it last night, and he nailed it exactly.
I mean, I didn't even want to say it, man, but I was just like, look, just taking all the information that I have from like how fair the judge has been, how extreme the prosecutor has been, and how freedom and independence minded the defense and the defense attorneys are. I was like, man, I think the only way they can meet in the middle is something like this. And I was like, although I want him to be released immediately, and I think, he's already done, 5 months too long. And, I cannot get the number 5 out of my head. And I fear that tomorrow they're going to throw that on him. And then literally the next day, boom. So part of me wishes I didn't even say that. Hey, Ting Ting, good to see you.
No, I don't believe in like manifestation or anything. But whether you said it or not, it was going to happen.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just sucks, man. That's why it's the other reason I didn't put more money on my phone account to talk to him. So I didn't get to talk to him, before sentencing, because I was like, I don't want to. I feel like it's bad juju for me to put money on the account of which I'm talking to CRS in jail. Almost like, oh, he's still going to be in there after this date. I was just like,
Yeah, honestly, I did the same exact thing. I mean, I know I just said that I don't really believe in it, but I did do it. Any little thing, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's I believe there's always an element. Bless you. Bless you. I do believe that there's always like an element of the universe, right? It's energy, and I don't know. It could be totally unrelated, but I just felt, I don't know. That's why I didn't say it publicly, and I only said it to you two. I think literally, yeah, that group text was just you two.
Yeah.
But anyway, so on a lighter note, we could transition to some other things. But before we do, I want you guys to know that, we did a stream for like an hour and a half earlier on the CRS Firearms channel with Erica. And I would encourage all of you guys, I have pinned the link in the chat. So you guys will see that the comment is pinned, and Kurt24's comment is the correct Give Send Go. It is givesendgo.com/CRS. /free CRS.
Free CRS. If there's anything, you will say up front, it will say set up by John Crump, recipient Erica Hoover.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And Mr. Guns and Gear did a video on it. Mr. Guns and Gadgets. Is it Mr. or just Guns and Gadgets?
Guns and
Guns and
Gadgets,
Gadgets
Jared.
did a video. I
Yeah,
asked him
talk
to
to
include
Jared.
the link. Yeah.
Yeah, and anyone else out there, anyone else here that has channels, do me a favor and just put the link in there and just add it in your description or throw it out there, or do a quick short and be like, yo, I stand with CRS firearms, what the ATF has done is abhorrent, blah blah blah, just the normal stuff that we talk about anyway. And if people do want to contribute, the best way to do so is to go to the Give Send Go. That contribution literally goes directly to the
Every
family. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Every single day they do disbursements to the family. So it's nothing like things that had happened in the past with different organizations. Just saying that. Erica is asking, are you almost home, Rich?
Like 45 minutes probably.
Nice. Let me pull some stuff up here. I want to show you guys. I it sucks, and every single day we're going to continue doing every single thing that we can to support Matt and support Erica and the family. But let's transition to a little bit of lighter stuff, because this shit just makes me mad and sad. So I shared with you guys, I got a new duty gun. So it's not completely a new duty gun. What it actually is my 19X that I use for hold on. So I got two setups. One of them is my Beretta M9A3, and the other is my 19X. And man, you can't really see if you guys full screen it. Let me see if I can make it bigger. I think
That's
I may
what every
have
man
to.
says.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you full screen it, you can see it. Maybe I can just zoom in a little bit. Hang on. Escape. So this is a my 19X frame, but I wanted to rock a red dot on it, and I wanted to get the most solid mounting option that I could, so I could beat the ever living dog out of it. And I came across this hold on, 683. Let me see. This may be the wrong image. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, come on, move out of my way. I can't see the image. 2-3. Okay, sorry. So I wanted to put a red dot mounted on it, but I wanted something a little more sturdy. And honestly, the MOS system is freaking solid. So there we go. You can see the bam. You can see the Cerakote finish on it. So basically, what it is a 19X. What I call it is the Glock 1945 19X. It's the 19X frame with a TLR 1HL with the Cordura wrap on it, just to keep the IR reflection down a little bit. Obviously, it's not going to help that much. It's kind of a joke, but it's the Glock 45 Gen 5 MOS slide that has been custom Cerakoted in black multicam, which it also has been cut and ported. And I'm going to show another picture here that shows from the top side what the ports are like, and then belt fed 12 gauge. Oh my, well, thank y'all. I'm going to try and get some sleep back home tomorrow. Sorry, Floridians. I don't know if I'll ever come back. Bad taste in my mouth. Night, everyone, and thank you for everything. Absolutely, Erica. Thank you for
We
hanging
love you.
out. Yeah, we all love you. I know you had a hell of a day, so get some rest and yeah, sleep tight. And this has the Holosun SCS. So this is the battery-free, well, replaceable battery-free system. So this is 100% solar charging internal battery, and it's dope. I honestly, I like it. I think it's a dope setup. I am gonna switch over to the Battlefield Green Glock Glock 45 frame. I just kind of like that a little bit more, and I'd like to keep the 19X like pure, right? I think that's a gun that kind of stands on its own, you know. Also, let's see, window. All right, here's a picture of the porting. All right, I'll move us to the side now, and then I will zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Boom, boom. So you can see it a little bit better there. So I'm not a big fan of porting, honestly. And I don't think that reducing the velocity of your ammunition is the best thing to do in a carry gun. I think it's actually pretty stupid to do something like that. But this is the way that I got it. I got a crazy deal on it, and I couldn't say no. For the cost of the optic, I got the entire setup. Now this is a Gen 5 Glock 45 MOS slide barrel guts, everything with the custom multicam, black multicam Cerakote with custom slide cuts, porting, and all that stuff. So somebody put a lot of money into machining that, and then also the Holosun SCS for stupid cheap. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten it. I ain't got money like that. All right, and no, I was Atom Bomb. I was just kind of just poking around in there, trying to learn a little bit more. Yes, Damien Christ, it does shoot flat. I'm not actively learning CAD or anything, but I just kind of wanted to check it out and say what's up to the fellas. It's a 9mm. You're gonna need half of a mag to stop a guy either way. I like to stack the odds in my favor as much as possible, and reducing my FPS by, a couple hundred, feet per second is just kind of foolish. Yes, it does shoot very flat. You know what else shoots very flat? Me, when I use proper mechanics. Just saying. Now I got one more side view here, and I want to show you guys what I'm picking up from MD Arsenal. This thing is gorgeous, but I don't have it. I don't have a picture or anything at
Wait,
all.
is John playing Call of Duty?
I think he is, yeah.
No. No, I'm not.
No, you're not? You're
No, I'm
definitely
writing an
not.
article that's going to really piss people off tomorrow. So there you go.
Is it about a certain something that we already talked about that we can't
No,
talk about?
that's gonna. Oh my God, people are gonna go crazy with that. But no,
Dude, that's gonna go like nuclear for sure.
yeah, I'm playing that. I'm playing that one tactical. I'm playing that one tactical. There might be more coming. I'll have more information on that tomorrow. I can't say anything more about that. So probably
Is it something Dark and I know about?
No, I don't think.
No,
I don't think
I
we
haven't talked to you since, and you don't know about. Neither one of you know about what I'm writing about here.
Yeah, no, I don't think we talked about the second part, Rich. We'll fill you in, and you guys, everyone here in the chat, will be able to hear very soon what this is about. Joe Morris, great to see you. Slide Bite, great to see you. Everyone else in here, thanks for hanging out. So let's see, I missed.
But you think that situation is going to piss everyone off?
I mean, I don't think it's going to piss everyone off. I think it's going to. Well, man, I feel like we can't even talk about it with.
Yeah, you probably better not to.
It would be, yes, everyone's going to be pissed off about what happened, but one person in particular is going to be very, very. What? Johnny Propane? Hey, Dark, I don't know if you noticed, but someone went and put one of those funny G's on your gun. Yeah. You talking about the Glock part? Are you not a Glock guy, Johnny Propane? Bro, Glocks are like the way, the truth, and the light. Oh, I'm sorry. That's blasphemy. I'm sorry. They are the truth, my son. And this thing is solid. The only thing, all right, you want to know what I don't like about it? Here's the deal. And yes, all the serial numbers are covered up. So cough ATF. They probably got them all already anyway. Okay, so here's the deal. So, what I don't like about it. So, yes, two things. So the Holosun SCS is a, a battery-free unit. It's not completely battery-free. It is a rechargeable battery that has an ungodly amount of battery time. It is literally just on. You can turn it off, but you just leave it on, right? And then the solar panel charges the internal battery, and that's why it is so low and flat. You don't need to use suppressor height sights with it. I actually currently do not even have a rear sight installed on that thing to give me more of a window. Um, well, the I got it like that. The dude did that, but when I got it, I was like, "Whoa, this is actually pretty legit." So I kind of like it the way it is. I'm going to tinker with it. I may change out the front sight. I may install a rear sight, but honestly, as long as you can shoot, you don't really need a rear sight like that. I almost exclusively use my front sight anyway. So the issue is this. So if you turn on the auto brightness feature, it will save you a lot of battery time over time because it's not cranking at full speed while it's just sitting in your pants or your holster, right? However, if you find yourself in a situation where you need to draw your gun and you are in a low light or shaded area aiming out to a very well lit area, the reticle will completely wash out and you just won't see it at all or won't see it very well. So you need a front sight. I know so many people would give me shit about the rear sight thing, but I'm just saying. Frag out Design Studios. Where is Jason Bourne driving to? Home. And he's driving with no hands. Darkby losing 50 FPS with every hole in that barrel. Bro, I know, that's what I'm saying. So that's why the first thing I'm going to do is grab that barrel out of there and snatch it out and put a standard Gen 5 barrel in it. Which actually, I got a question about that. So, because I don't truly see the value in porting a self-defense handgun in a 9mm, like in a caliber like that, it's senseless. It's actually senseless in most situations, but either way, in my opinion. But either way, if I were to take a Gen 3, Gen 4, whatever, Gen 5 barrels work in between like 19, 17, whatever. So you can put a 17 barrel in a 19 if it's a Gen 5, right? But could I put a Gen 3 barrel in a Gen 5 and still have it run? I think so. I think I can still put a Gen 3 barrel in a Gen 5. I just can't put a Gen 3 17 barrel in the 19 because those lugs are not compatible. Only in Gen 5 are those lugs compatible. Yes, porting is only for daytime gunfights. 100%. Like you can plan gunfights, right? I'm also agree, Dark. Which agree with what?
Well, if you go to Chicago in the daytime, yes.
Frag out design. Okay, so Frag out says put your hands on the wheel. Yeah, I know the self-driving cars that somebody said Rich's car is going to drive him to a FEMA camp. I'm also agree, Dark. So which part were you agreeing with? Just so I understand. I don't know. It just has XDS 45 3.3 FDE lower black slide. You ever paint your nails so it looks like a girl is doing it? What? I stopped using sights when I was 8 and broke the front sight off my Crossman. It's funny. I see a bunch of dudes that are running like no sights on a Glock, and they're like, "Whoa, I can still hit a target." I'm like, "Yeah. You." Most of the time, I'm running off of my back plate anyway. Like I'm lining up shots off of just pointing and shooting. Push me out to a silhouette at 100. Yeah, I'm carefully taking shots using the sights and I know roughly the holds on you know, a handful of my guns that I can crack a silhouette at a hundo. I'm also agree, Dark.
Did
That
you just say a
porting is
hundo?
a hundo, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. 100 yards is what I mean. I'm also agree, Dark, that porting is pointless in most situations. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I
It's
agree.
for looks.
Yeah,
Mostly.
usually
That's why people do it.
they're
Let's be honest.
they're all they're all
When they
there
look
are
badass.
yeah.
I mean, I know what you can say. That you said there are certain advantages that you get from porting, but there's also disadvantages, and you have to weigh them both together. But that's not why
I
people
wasn't
do
going to
it.
say all that. I was going to say similar. I was going to say there are some small advantages,
Yeah,
but in my opinion, it's just not worth it.
yeah. But that's why. But the people do it because it looks badass.
Yep.
And you know what? And that's perfectly fine.
These actually aren't the best ports, too. I mean, they're okay. But yeah, I'm not that impressed with them. They're not that clean. The cutting of the slide was clean, but honestly, it looks like somebody took a drill to this. I'm like, how did you get through 4140 chromoly steel with a DeWalt? No, I mean it's decent, but it's just not my thing, right? You're blowing way too much gas out and you're underpowering your cartridges, and it's just not all worth it. Dark, have you seen the red? Oh, let me make it bigger. Dark, have you seen the Raid Tech Glock Smart Slides? Pointless but super sci-fi and cool. I have not actually. I'll have to look. So they're called Raid Tech, RADE Tech. Raid Tech. All right, let's see what they're talking about, guys. Let's pull them up. So Raid Tech Glock Slide. Let me guess. Do they have a bullet counter? Oh my god! Literally as soon as I pull it up. So I have seen that before. The basically it's like a back plate that counts your ammunition for you. So
Yeah.
I have seen that. What? Okay. Don't even say anything. Okay, sorry. Says Crumpy, who has every pistol ported. It's just fine.
I say that is fine. I got a lot of ported pistols. I
should
have
be
a lot of
30
pistols that
minutes.
aren't.
Yeah,
Like
but what pistols do you have that are ported?
Mine?
Yeah, I don't think
My 320.
your 320 is ported.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing ports on that thing.
One of my 320s is.
Oh, well now, so I'm not talking like a compensator or like a comp being put on like a threaded barrel.
No.
Like,
I actually have a ported barrel.
like there are holes in the barrel, like Glock 19C style.
Yeah, I have a Glock 17 with holes in the barrel, and you know what? You wouldn't have seen them because they're at the other gun room.
Okay, yeah, we were only.
In one of my other locations. So the two I do have.
Yeah, we were only in the one that was like what 1,000 feet below grade.
Yeah, the one where these are located at are in a different state.
Okay, yeah. So the bunker that I was in
Yeah, I don't
wasn't the
think. I
full
mean, I
bunker.
just remembered that though. I don't remember. I didn't remember what 320s I had down there and what 17s I had. So never mind. You might have seen them.
It does look badass, but maybe hard to justify the loss of velocity for sure.
Yeah, dude. Like I would never ever carry a ported barrel.
Yeah, plus if you for the guys that have ported self-defense guns with night sights, bro. First off, even without ports, once that muzzle flash goes off, you're donezo. There ain't no more sights. If you're in a no light or low light situation and you bust that thing, especially so let's use the example of the Glock 19C, 17C, or 18C. Woo. any of the factory ported Glocks, right? Those things are fire breathing dragons like this. They just shoot this massive V out of it, right? And it is blinding, blinding. So your little green tritium dot that you can probably barely use anyway. And I'm not talking about people's skills, although somebody did post in a video, and I thought this was very important. We all of us are freedom absolutists when it comes to most things, but specifically firearms, right? The ability to preserve innocent life, your own life, self-preservation is obviously super important, right? But somebody had pointed out something, rather important. They had said, if there are dudes running around that are like getting gear shamed. We have a really, really terrible thing in the community where everyone gear shames everyone,
Yeah,
gun shames
that's
people.
bullshit. I mean, if
Yeah.
it works, you have a poverty pony. Well, guess what? That poverty pony runs.
Yeah, if it runs, I would so much rather people go spend a couple grand on training than going in.
Exactly.
Yeah, than going to build, 4 more, sub $500 ARs,
Yeah,
right?
not everyone has the financial ability to be like getting a Daniel Defense or an F1 or something like that, and also having the money to do training. So
Hold on.
it's
20
important.
Corn Pop said that 22 TCM is actually less expensive than 5.7 right now.
I don't know. I got a bunch of I got 22 TCM. I did a giveaway. I had like a whole box. Somebody sent me like a 1,000 rounds of 22 TCM.
Dude, I found one of the rounds on your desk when I was there the other day. I picked it up. I was like,
That wasn't a 22 TCM.
no, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I promise it's stamped on the casing 22
No, it's a
TCM.
22 9R.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I promise you, the one I
Oh,
picked
then
up.
it's probably one of the okay. Well, it might be because now that I think about it, because I got like 1,000 rounds of 22 TCM, and it's supposed to be 22 like 9R crap.
What's the 22 9R? I'm not familiar with that.
I don't know, man.
It's a neck down 9mm, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's 9mm neck down to a 22. That's what I thought 22 TCM was.
It's a well they have 22 TCM and then they have 22 TCM 9R.
Oh. Okay, so this one, I'm sorry, so I misunderstood. I thought you were saying it was a different caliber. So this was stamped 22 TCM, but and look, I don't know a whole lot of 17 HMR. Yo, we've
So
what?
yeah, so basically the 9R it's like the TCM but it's not as long.
So it could still. So this one looked like it was 22 TCM, but it was like shoved down.
Yeah, that was 9R.
Okay, so that gotcha. Okay, so my
Yeah,
apologies.
so it's the same caliber. It's just let's say you
increase the
bullet
pressure.
and it's more deeply seated.
Now, for people that are, I've heard people say like, when you keep for press checkers and people like that, me personally, when I'm loading and making ready, I charge the handgun and then I take out the magazine to do a press check. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's because typically I top off the magazine anyway. And like for a Glock, I'll roll with like 17 plus 1, right? I don't want to just roll with 17 in there. If you have the capability of running with one extra round, like why not, right? But what happens if you don't pull out the
Nothing.
magazine and
I
you're
was
doing press checks on loaded, full mags, loaded mags, over time, if you don't rotate through your ammo like we all
like
should be,
organizing.
it will jam the projectile back in the casing more and more and more and more every single time. So for everyone out there, one more thing. I've actually heard people say before, it's actually a good thing because that increases the pressure. So it increases velocity. It increases the terminal ballistics. Like, no, bro, if it gets pushed too far down there, your gun can explode.
Well, the reason why they make it that way is like
I'm sure they have a totally,
yeah. Well, it's meant like the gun I have for it is a 1911 that's it's chambered in 9mm and 22 TCMR. So basically, all you need to do is switch out the barrel.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was just reading through the chat.
So it's and it is Corn Pop probably knows exactly which one I have.
22
it's my
TC
1911.
138 Super 45 Auto magazine dimensions. Therefore, you can have longer and or less deeply seated projectiles. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, so it's my I have a 911 like that.
That's why I don't do press checks. Okay, so Grey Gunner, thanks for coming in and hanging out. So I will say, I don't have a problem with doing press checks as well. As a matter of fact, part of my like SOPs that I've practiced 1,000 times, probably for over 1,000 hours now, is doing a press check. However, I don't like doing a press check with a loaded magazine in the firearm for two reasons. One, it could over time jam the projectile of the round on the topmost round on your magazine. Over time, it will jam the round in there, right? But also, it can move the round in the magazine, which could potentially stage for a malfunction. So that's why I always remove the magazine when I'm doing a press check. Now, originally, there was an instructor giving me shit for it, and I showed him. I was like, okay, check this out. Here's a fully loaded, so round in the chamber, right? Here's a fully loaded 17 round mag. Now watch, jam it in, press check, take it out. The round in the Glock mag was completely moved. Now it would probably be okay, but would you want to risk it? So to prevent malfunctions, but also to prevent overpressure from, a lot of times we all may not cycle our carry ammo like we should. We may not blow through our carry ammo at the range like we should. But it's probably important to do all of those things. Rotate through your ammo, right? If you're putting another one in the chamber, take the first few rounds off the magazine and then put one that you don't have 25 extractor marks on the casing, you know? 460 Roland, that's a badass caliber too. Honestly, and this is DB Cooper, good to see you, bro. 9R was developed to run in Glock conversions. Interesting. Okay. 460 Roland is a badass cartridge as well. Yeah. Oh, okay. No. 960 Roland is a 9mm version they just developed. What? I had no idea. I thought you meant 460 Roland. So that's pretty dope. Safety Jumper Firearms. I'm still looking for a 1911 and 38 Super myself. Build it, bro. You can actually build it for low budget and still put some good shit together. No lie. The Kunin is fun. The 357 Magnum 1911. Those things are fun. Those things throw a fireball. Yes. And the beloved 50 GI. Absolutely. It sucks because where you get ammo from, right? But the ammo that you do have, you could for under $1,000, you could have a 50 GI Glock if you already have the frame. And actually, 1776 had some in stock last time I looked. So there you go. You're welcome. My icon pick is of the Kunin. Oh, you know what? I thought so. Let's get a closer look there. Hey, yo. Yeah, that thing is a huge grip. Huge grip.
I'm still looking for a Safety Harbor Firearms 50.
960 Roland has been around for quite a while.
I'll get it one day.
460 a few years back. Okay, interesting.
Damn, you know what? I forgot to fucking. Oh, sorry, I forgot to post that we're on live. I'm sorry, Dark.
No, you're good. Gray Gunner, my Walther CCP will pull the top round out when I release the mag every time after I've done a press check. So yeah, fits what you're saying though. I also +1 as well. So you're saying it will. That's like some airsoft stuff right there, where it like pre-chambers, it ghost chambers the next round. So you're saying that you put a round in the chamber, or you know, put the magazine in, charge it, put a round in the chamber, drop the magazine, one up, right? Load one more in the magazine, pop it in, and if you do a press check and then drop the magazine, you're telling me it will drop the top round out? Like, I've actually never heard of that ever. That's crazy if it does that. What? He said exactly. Dude, that unfortunately your Walther has a terminal condition called broken. I've never heard of that. And yes, Smith & Wesson 629s have quite the fireball as well. I also like the what was it? What was the Airlight titanium and scandium 29 series? 429, 629, I can't remember. What was that? The Mountain Airlight 44 Magnum, 44 Special with a scandium titanium cylinder scandium frame. You guys know which one I'm talking about?
No idea.
What? Oh, the 44 mag does good headshots on small game. Oh my god, that's like a cannonball to a.
Does the small game go like this?
Yeah, right. Dark, did you get my email with the picture of the awesome patch MGB? Oh, I did. I actually saw it right before I went live. So I'll say this, Bob, hang on to that. So there were not many of those patches made at all. And there's good news and there's great news. First, Marine Gun Builder, who's I'd say a personal friend of all of ours, and a friend of the channel. Check out Freedom Crew University. They are the ish. I think Rich is getting done. 329 PD. That's what it is. I think Flying Rich is getting done with the stream. Are we boring you?
Well, you just talk in, you know, personal firearms, and
I know I'm boring,
That's
and I know
cool.
you're not in guns at all. I'm sorry.
no, I mean, I don't have anything to type and make noise. You know,
Hey, did you check out the text I sent you?
I'm on my phone.
Well, not
You
you.
can't. I did, yeah.
The second one?
Yes. I didn't like open it up or anything. I just saw the beginning of it, and after being slightly nauseated, I didn't click on it yet. John Crump, I received live notice from at DLD. What? At John Crump, I received live notice from DLD.
Yeah, no, I just posted John Crump News that I'm live into my community tab.
Oh, nice. Gotcha. Appreciate that.
No problem. I'm also going to post it in my Discord. You guys should all join my Discord, by the way.
Those Scandium Frame 44 mags are hand/wrist destroyers. Absolutely. And from the same person, Corn Pop, my guy, by far, well, he said by fat, but we know what you mean, by far, the least fun handgun I've ever shot. Dude, yes, but bro, if you're, so take the hours that you've carried a firearm throughout your life and then the hours that you fired it and look at the difference of the ratio. I'll take that weight reduction all day. You know, it's just awesome. Like when you pick it up, I swear to God, first off, don't fire the 329 PD 44 Magnum that is the Airlight titanium and scandium 44 Magnum. It's crazy. Don't fire with the wood grips. They look incredible. They are gorgeous. They're beautiful. But good God, they come with rubber grips for a reason. I promise you, it'll be 10 times more comfortable. Secondly, you carry a gun way more frequently. Typically, everyone's different. Usually, you carry a gun way more often than you fire the gun. So that's why I like the idea of the weight reduction. And when someone sees you with that gun, like the 329 PD, for an example, and then you pass it over to them, they're like, oh my God, it feels fake. Like it's crazy. But yeah, it's It's badass. Okay, so what I was saying about MGB is that patch that you got. Sorry, I'm all over the place. That patch that you got will never be made again. So hang on to it forever. Number two, as it is, it'll never be made again. Number two, we are remaking that patch. However, it will only be in PVC. So never again will probably anybody ever receive that patch from Marine Gun Builder. He's only got a very small amount, and he's probably not going to give any more away. So the fact that he gave it to you is a big deal. So,
Dude,
you know.
I've been trying to get a patch from him, and he told me to F off.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, you got to talk to Bob. He could split it with you. Take scissors to it, you know."
Yeah, he was like, dude, he was like, F
Yeah.
off. I'm just joking. He didn't say that.
454 Casull is dope too. I like the Ruger Alaskan personally with the unfluted cylinder. That thing is gorgeous. But I don't know. I don't want to drop over a stack on, you know, a cool 45 long Colt basically. But I mean, it's dope. I see the value in that. Plus, you can really feel like you're in the movie faster if you get one of those.
Did you see John Wick officially signed on to John Wick 5?
Dude, you're not supposed to say that publicly yet.
Whatever.
That was only to us.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I did see that. I bet most people don't know that Keanu Reeves just signed an agreement to do John Wick 5, and there is no script written yet. So it's early in the stages.
Well, they don't have writers. Writers are all on strike.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it hasn't even been started at all, right?
Yeah, just Lionsgate just got them to agree to it.
Only Yankees that want an excuse to kill shit shoot black bears in Florida. Yeah, dude. Every time I've had an interaction with, hey, Tech Money's got an MGB patch, but also Tech Money is like, he's like down with the MGB
With the
fam.
sickness.
Down with the sickness. He's been, bro. He has been. Thought he died in the last one.
No, he did not.
You could think he died in the last one.
Well, there's actually the original ending that they changed because it didn't go because people didn't like it. It showed him that, you know, it basically showed him not being dead, so they kept it kind of ambiguous.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen the movie, sorry, but somebody else already ruined it. So
yeah, so surprise, he ain't dead, mofos. John Wick 5 reincarnation? Question mark?
no,
I wonder what Taran.
They never showed him died.
Yeah, it was supposed to make you think that he was
well,
dead.
the original one showed like cleared up all questions. It showed him alive.
Yeah,
but
they
people
changed
didn't like the ending. That people preferred the ending. What they do is they shoot a couple different endings and they show it to audiences, and it was overwhelmingly people.
Yeah,
like the.
I knew that. Yeah, it was implied. I knew that they couldn't kill him off. I literally stayed until the very end of the credits because I was like, "Come on, show me something else. Show me something." I would have been the guy that was like, "No, I'm way happier with you showing me that he's definitely alive."
Yes, so am I, but whatever. The Continental comes out soon too. I think in a week.
Oh, really? That quick?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's the John Wick series.
Yeah. Corn Pop says, I wonder what Taran Tactical Products Keanu will be rocking in this one, which means there's going to be another Taran experience at XCal when this new one drops. So all of those guns, Pit Viper, Sand Viper, you know, all the crazy guns that are in the John Wick franchise of movies are literally going to be brought to Crump's backyard, and that's when I drive out there. That's why I am a member at XCal.
They have all those current guns there.
Yeah, they got all in there. I'm just saying the new ones.
You can rent them for $35.
Yep, dude.
Wait, Dark. Have you finger banged that?
Dude, I have.
Finger bang what?
the pit viper, sand viper.
Oh my god!
I finger banged the
wow.
pit viper, the sand viper, and I shot the which one's the black one?
Well, I don't know. All I know is, I mean,
Pit viper, because sand is FDE. I shot the pit viper, but I did not, unfortunately, shoot the sand viper.
Yeah, yeah, it's smooth.
I would put
I'll give you that.
I would put it up there as one of the top 5 smoothest and most accurate shooting pistols I've fired.
Dude, it's a tack driver, man.
However, the gun that I fired that was more accurate and most smoother, actually, you know what? I'll show you guys right now. Who's up for watching the video?
Play it.
I'm pulling up a video right now. We're gonna watch it. And the only reason I'm allowed to show this on a live stream is because it's my YouTube video.
Oh, by the way, there's a plugin now,
Mhm.
and it's like, and it's an NVIDIA plugin. It uses AI, so basically, it maps your eyes and it like auto generates a image of your eyes, so you can like be like looking down reading the script or like looking off, and it makes it so it looks like your eyes are always looking directly into the camera.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
And like you can't tell, you literally can't tell. It's freaky.
I don't like where this whole world of AI is going. It's frankly pretty effing terrifying.
I mean, it is freaky, man.
All right, where
actually, no, I don't have my NVIDIA on there.
I just pulled the ish up. Now I can't find the GD tab. Okay, hold on.
On my gaming computer, I have I got my streaming computer here in my office. I have my gaming computer right in front of me, but the camera's hooked up to the streaming computer, which doesn't have the plugin. I'm not sure if it only works with. That's a good question,
bro. Why? Okay, where did this go? Hang on. Channel content. No. What the hell? None of these are. Okay, this is crazy. The whatchamacallit that I pulled up literally like does not exist now. This is crazy. Okay, I can't find it. Hold on. Let me pull up another one real quick. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Found it. Okay, let me put that on the end. Okay. And boom, boom, boom. So one of the guns that I would personally say was smoother, mo better, and mo accurate was this. The like $5,800 base model. So the base model is $5,800. I would never pay $8,000 for a pit viper or sand viper, sorry. I just saw a private transaction where a dude bought a sand viper at a local range for $8,000, and he was like, "Yeah, because eventually you're not going to be able to buy them." So, you know, but Black Rambo, I was at MD Arsenal. Shout out to MD Arsenal, Dudley, and all the guys and gals over there. Tactical Turkeys, those guys are awesome. I was at MD Arsenal. Black Rambo, me, Dust, Black Rambo, and some other dudes were shooting. And he was like, "Yo, shoot a real man's gun." And I'm like, "What?" I'm over here doing work with the 19X. And he's like, "Shoot a real man's gun." So this is what happened. So here you go. Yo, Black Rambo just came up to me and said, "Shoot a real man's gun."
Shoot a real man's gun, man. Atlas Athena.
What's up, y'all? What the hell? All right, what we get? Yo, Black Rambo just came up to me and said, "Shoot a real man's gun."
Shoot a real man's gun, man. Atlas Athena.
All right, let me check this out.
Look, man.
Oh, I don't think it actually. I think it shows it here. I mean, this is probably a $7,000 to $8,000 gun right here. There's no slide catch on it. They installed a permanent gas pedal on it, so you can't even, the slide doesn't lock back. So this, for those who can't see it, this is a 2-inch target at about 15 or so feet. It's got an SRO on it, and I am stacking bullets in a 2-inch target with a 45 ACP. And the thing, or I'm sorry, the 9mm, and the thing is barely moving at all.
Real man gun.
Yo, Black Rambo is pretty crazy.
Dude, I got a new training aid that's coming.
You can always catch a sand viper in Texas. Sorry, what would you say?
I got a new training aid that's coming. It's a hardware attachment. It's a hardware thing for the MetaQuest 2, and it's actually a pistol that gives you like feedback and stuff with a holster, so you can do mag changes and everything in the game.
Really?
But it's actually a pistol device.
Dude, the Staccato XCs are good guns. I honestly,
The Staccatos are great guns.
yeah, I mean, not all Staccatos are created equally, but so me personally, I'm not the 2011 guy. You know, for me, peak performance Beretta M9A3, I could literally crack somebody. Let me say it differently. I could literally shoot a silhouette in the eye hole at 50 yards in under a second and a half. It is sickening how accurate I am with that pistol, and that is really the only reason that I run the Beretta M9A3 pistol, is with speed, follow-up shots, and accuracy. That's why I switched from my Glock 19X. I will still rock my 19X. I'll still rock this new 45 19X, whatever mutant that I put together, which, guys, by the way, all right, I know, look, I am a Polymer 80 fiend. I have built almost, I would say it's likely that I built almost every single Polymer 80 or 80% Glock frame on the market, right? But can we just make OEM guns cool again, okay? Because sometimes shit calls for an OEM gun, and I love Glocks, I love my Polymer 80s, but man, that OEM Gen 5 19X 45, whatever you want to call it, this is kind of a blend between the two, right? That shit is so fire, man. I can run that thing like a champ. And that red dot, this is probably the best seated red dot. It's actually a green dot, but this is the best seated one. With the SCS, with shorter screws, you have zero possibility of the screw punching your the plunger for the extractor. So you're not going to be dealing with, basically causing malfunctions from enhancing your pistol. You're not going to be dealing with, honestly, I got a 507C on one of my like stupid Gucci Glocks, and the shit moves. So I got to get some different screws on it, and I have those are the screws to use. It's just like occasionally, there are some issues. This thing, because of how thin it is, because there's not an extra battery that needs to be replaced and whatnot, it is just solid. It's shite, and I love it. OEM Glocks are the smart move for a carry gun Glock. The only Glocks I've seen jam are people's customized Glocks. Facts. I would honestly not. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's why my carry gun's not modified at all.
Yeah, I mean, I put sights on my gun,
Yeah,
and I did drop a 3.5 pound connector in there. And honestly, although a lot of people, say you shouldn't do that, the prosecutor will, crush your ass.
That's BS. I've actually done a lot of research on that. There's not a single person that's been prosecuted for having any type of aftermarket trigger.
So I'm going to drop the Glock Performance trigger where you actually, for a couple of reasons, I found them for like $75, and it is OEM performance parts, and it is the trigger bar, the trigger housing, the springs, everything. It's all drop in, all connected, ready to go. And then it'll give me a new Gen 5 trigger pack that I can go drop in another frame when I build this super crazy high polished Gen 5. Oh man, it's so gorgeous. So that's what I'm picking up from MD Arsenal. So okay, so on every single carry gun that aside from this, my 19X straight raw dog sights, no optic. My M9A3 sights, no optic. My
We know how much
17,
Dark likes a raw dog.
I am very familiar with raw dogging, and I likely won't stop until my dying day. But with the right red dot, sight in correctly, installed correctly, sighted incorrectly, and if it just fits the gun and fits you, bro, you can do some serious work. But I've also got some other guns where I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really care for that enhancement. But I'm typically when it comes to pistols, I am typically an iron sights dude. But I also have like a dozen red dots on a dozen different pistols too. So it depends, to each their own. And honestly, when I grab like the 17 that's at my bedside, iron sights. The 43X in my waistband right now, iron sights. The 19X slide that I took off of this frame, iron sights. But this thing is perfection. Love it. Sorry, I had to show it off a little bit more. I love that way that thing looks. Age may change that for sure. Age, vision, it absolutely could change. Man Against the Masses, cool. Okay, I found a rival gray/gold for 700. Didn't know if it's a fair price for that. I love my T9 CSC Elite. So I think we have those at some of our local shops for like six something, 629, 649 or something like that.
What gun?
The gray and gold TP9 Elite rival or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's 649.
Yeah. What's the Turkish shit called?
What do you mean the Turkish shit?
Canik. That's what it is. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
USMC, what's up, bro? Me too.
Like-
DLD After Dark. I'm in iron sights for a pistol. Never been able to get used to a red dot on a pistol. I mean, it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot of rounds downrange.
Yeah, I was originally not for red dots, but I trained and trained, and then I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it took me forever. Honestly, it took me forever, but the moment that I had a red dot mounted on my gun, I was like, whoa, okay. Looking through this thing. The first one that I got was the Swamp Fox Justice, which has a huge 27 millimeter window. And it was just like looking through a big screen TV. That thing was massive, super clear.
We were invited, Rich, to the Firearms Radio. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he bounced.
No, there's a range day for the Firearms Radio Network in the middle of October. It's out in Colorado.
Yeah, it's a little too far for me.
Yeah, I'm not going. I don't like going places.
I got pretty good point shooting my little Kel-Tec P32, bro. The P3ATs, and personally, I got a few P3ATs.
And I used to carry a P3AT.
Yeah, I've never had a P32 though. I always wanted and was curious about the P32s. Honestly, okay. And the people that know me here are gonna blast me and be like, "Are you serious?" You know what gun I really, really, really want really bad, and you used to be able to get them for $200?
Oh, what?
I'll give you a hint. It's a Kel-Tec.
Oh God, really?
I don't think you're going to be able to guess it.
And it is a pistol.
and it is no longer manufactured.
No longer manufactured.
And what caliber do I hate and talk ish about all the time?
So it's a 40.
Yeah.
And they don't make it anymore.
They only made one. So if you know the caliber, you're gonna find it.
Okay. They only made one. Really?
140. Yep. So they made the PMR 30 is dope. I've owned one of those though. I am not a 40 cal guy. I think all 40 should be destroyed.
So they only made a P40.
They only made the P40. So the
serious?
P11, yep. The P11 was the really honestly, it was the first like micro 9mm. I mean, yeah, you can say like Detonics did it way before. You could say that AMT did it way before, with the micro guns, right? The micro 380s, the micro 9s, the micro 45. The AMT backup 45 was such a great idea. Terrible execution, but such a great idea. It's like a 16-pound trigger pull. All right. So, and I think it's a 5+1.
I mean, you can say what you want about Caltech, but they're they're innovative, I guess you can say.
Yeah, I mean, and their shit runs, know.
I mean, their guns aren't for everyone, but
USMC said, John Crump, I didn't even recognize you. People are so used to your background from your videos.
Yeah, I'm in my office.
Oh, Joe Morris, true correction. You can get a sub 2000.
Well, yeah, that's why I asked you. That's the only pistol.
That's a PCC though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but correct. That is the only 40 caliber pistol that they made. And when they came out with the P11, to fit 10+1 rounds in a gun that small that was that light was huge. And then MechGar came out with the 12+1 magazines for it without adding any additional base plate or anything. And it was like, dude, 13 rounds in a gun that small that was $250, game changer. Terrible trigger pull, 10.5 to 12.5 pound trigger pull is what the manual says. Okay, crazy. But man, that ish just worked always. Then the PF9 came out. And I think before the PF9 came out, which I think was what, a 7+1 or 8+1? 7+1.
PF9 was 7+1.
But they did have 8+1 mags with the little base plate on it.
But those weren't Caltechs.
The magazines, well, they're made by MechGar, but they're factory mags. They include them MechGars with the
but they weren't made by Caltech.
Yeah, they're the MechGar mags.
Okay, sorry, I'm half paying attention.
No, you're good. You're good. But the P40 came out, which they literally had to discontinue and pull off the market because it was just a terrible idea. But it's such a great gun just to have and kind of keeping your safe, right? Because this is a micro 9mm. The 9mm blows fire. I mean, the thing's a fire breather, right? Like that thing barks when you shoot it.
Well, the P40
is crazy.
The 40 had a lot of issues with failure to eject because people weren't really holding them right.
You mean in the P40 or just in most 40s?
No, and the P40 specifically, because it was so light that they were limp wrist in it.
It could be, yeah.
So people used to always complain saying, "Oh, it's jamming," but it wasn't like jamming because it wasn't even failing. It's just that they weren't holding it tight enough.
Yikes! Armitage says the Sub 2000 is also the battle rifle of choice for gender confused chicks. I like Caltech, but okay, so yes, but also you can't say that without saying that the Caltech Sub 2000 foldable carbine is also a pistol caliber foldable carbine is also the weapon of choice for Ukrainian soldiers, because hand to God, look it up in your favorite search engine of choice. there was a Ukrainian soldier somehow got a Keltec Sub 2000 and was out there. I don't know how long he was out there with that, but look, I would not take a pistol caliber carbine to, we'll call it work, if I was able to choose a, you know, some type of platform that, you know, that was chambered in a rifle caliber. There's no sense. There's no reason to select a sub gun or a, you know, pistol caliber carbine. There are places for sub guns, you know, CQB type situations to keep something in your vehicle. But when I say sub gun, what I'm talking about is these are supposed to be full auto, you know, sub caliber, so 9mm, 45, whatever, pistol caliber submachine guns, because the fact that you can dump 30 rounds in 2.8 seconds compensates for the lack of, you know, rifle caliber. So, you know, there's a little bit of a compensation there. And yeah, within 100 yards and in, bro, an MP5K or a Scorpion or, you know, an actual submachine gun, 100% you could do work with. A lot of people are completely against sub guns, PCCs, and shit like that, like Dust from the Tactical Turkeys.
I like some guns.
Yeah.
Just for the fun. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't grab one if it was time to like go to work, you know.
You know what? I hate people that are like, guns are tools. You shouldn't buy any gun just because it's fun. You should buy a gun, you know.
Yeah, that's whack. Guns are fun. I mean, they are tools and they are to be respected
they are
and all
tools,
that.
but I mean, they're
They're not only tools.
You can appreciate guns for what they are. You can even appreciate them for the way they look, their style of them.
Yep. Not knocking the sub 2K too hard. I have the navy blue one. Oh, bro, no way! I got the navy blue one too, bro.
Yeah,
If there's
I just have a black one.
I had a couple black ones, but that was when I was younger and dumber, and I sold guns back then. Like, I'm not saying like for a living. I'm saying like, you know, come across the time where you needed some money and you're like, ah, fuck it.
Hey man, back in the day, you bought one of my sub guns and I gave you a freaking great deal on it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you saw it and you're like, I love this. I love this. I was like, it's.
But
Throw me a couple bucks, you can have it.
But that's also that was sub gun.
Yeah,
That's
it was a Tech 22.
Yeah, the Plinkster, which is actually broken, by the way.
It's broken.
'Tis broken.
How did it break?
I was gonna say, would you like to learn how? It's all about super short 300 blackout now. Yeah, bro. I don't even own anything in 300 blackout right now because 5.56 is the tyranny medicine.
So how did it break?
So one day, for the people that don't know, let me grab my goon beam here, and for anyone that wants to be able to shine 110,000 lumens of candela downrange, these goon beams are crazy. So the gun's up here, right? I got that new 19x 1945 Gen 5 thing down there, right? And then I got my Scorpion Evo with the banana in it. And I mean, it's actually a banana if you see the yellow. And then also the MP5K right there, right? And I, for a long time, was switching the guns out. And I was like, I want to put up something cool, unique, or whatever. So I grab
That is a unique gun.
It's an extremely unique gun. And honestly, I don't think it was ever fired.
I don't think it was either.
Because I cracked open that dust cover and the Tech 22, it's a nickel upper. So for all you guys out there, the coolest techs in the world are the black polymer frame with the nickel upper, especially the Tech 9s with the air holes in it. Man, those things are awesome.
I never fired it, and the guy got it from he stated that he never fired it, so.
Nice.
It probably was never fired.
So what I did was I wanted to show it off, and I think I even told somebody like, hey, I'll put the Tech 22 up. It's nickel, like whatever. And I put it up here, and they balance so well. You put a BX25 mag in it, and then you can set it. So that's another thing, guys. It does take the 1022 magazines, which is cool. Put a flush 10 rounder in there or a BX25 or whatever. And I set it up there, and I bumped it during a live stream, and it fell, and the polymer mag catch snapped.
Oh, that sucks, dude. I mean, that's hard to get parts for.
It's extremely difficult to get parts for. And then when I found some parts out there, I think this dude is 3D printing them out of like glass filled nylon or something. And I'm like, man, I don't want to drop like $40 to get one little 75-cent part, sent to me. So I need to find an actual OEM Tech 22 Scorpion. They called it the Scorpion unofficially. The Tech 22 mag. I guess it's technically the mag release or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? It's the mag release. The thing you hit with your thumb. It rocks in, the mags rock in like AK mags. I carry my CZ Scorpion in public in a little bag. I feel I'm effective out to 80 plus yards with it. Yeah, bro, if what you got, so this is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, see, things like Gorilla Glue, and I even considered, mocking something up and then 3D printing it out of like, CF6 or CF12 nylon or something like that, or maybe even glass filled or something like that. There's so much pressure that is applied against it from the spring and the back little circle of the BX25 magazine. It just, over time, the tensile strength is just not there. So it may work partially for a while, but eventually, it'll break. We may be going to Oaks. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to make plans for that. But what I was going to say is that earlier when I was talking about like, there was a dude that I found. So this dude that I found actually was the guy that I bought that upper from. There was a back plate on it with like a really like, crazy looking like ghost on it. And I was like, oh, I wonder if it's like a ghost gun, related company or something like that, being cute. So I hit up the guy and I'm like, yo, so where's his back plate from? And he tells me that it's what is it? Training. What was the YouTube channel? Hang on, I'll tell you what it is. It was called Training
with Dark?
No. Fudge. What was it? Hold on, I gotta pull the message up.
Training with Purpose?
Yes, Training with Purpose. Yes, Training with Purpose. TWP.
Yeah, Blade Boy got it.
Blade Boy, my guy. What up? So I saw the little ghosty pew thing on it, and I was like, oh, this is dope. I wonder what it is, right? And I don't know. For all I know, the dude that I got this from is like in the community and stuff, but I didn't want to play too far with the whole identity thing because he just mailed me some stuff to my, one of my addresses. And anyway, so he tells me it's Train with Purpose. So I check out the guy, and honestly, one of his videos, his shorts that I saw, I could not agree more with. Though I am, and I think most of us are, like 100% like firearm freedom absolutists, right? Like there should be, well, and it's a whole nother conversation, but like anyone should be able to just go get a gun. You want to go get a gun? Go get a gun. You're a felon, you get released, go get your guns, right? Nothing should stop you from being able to protect your own life. So preservation of your life and the preservation of innocent life. And if you're back out in public, then you are to be reunited with your property, whether that's firearms or whatever. Like, right, like, so I'm very, of freedom, independence, and liberty when it comes to that. However, this guy made an excellent point. He said, I believe TWP and the Gun Co. are linked somehow. Oh, okay. Tactical Turkeys vetting Goon Beam pushed me over the edge. Hell yeah, man. DB Cooper, nice. That's awesome. Goon Beam is an excellent company. And I've honestly, every single class you see me run, and I haven't posted pictures and videos of all of them, every single one that you've seen in the last year, that same Goon Beam has been running on the side of my rifle every single time, getting beat up, getting run thousands of rounds through it, and it's solid. Anyway, getting back to this, the dude posted a video and he was like, look, if you're a dude, there's so many guys out here gear shaming and gun shaming, and that's kind of where we left off last time. But there's so many dudes out here that are like financing night vision with zero training, right? Like they're focused on like getting the next thing, the cool thing, and the whatever they think is cool, or whatever they're told to think is cool, or why don't you have a whatever gun, plate carrier, or you're not rocking a cry precision or whatever. Like it's kind of disgusting shit, right? But these guys, if they don't train appropriately, properly, because you can practice bad habits just as easily, if they're not training at all, if they're not taking time to become as proficient with their tool as possible, they are a liability on the street, right? They are, although anyone should be able to get a firearm and use it for self-preservation and protection 100%. I'm not saying that, and I would never say, well, they got to get training before they carry a gun. Fuck that. I don't agree with that. But if you truly care about yourself and yourself getting better and growing and developing as a shooter, timing yourself, pushing yourself, conditioning yourself, and getting with really, really, really good people that are better than you, you're missing a huge opportunity. And guess what? Some of the coolest people in the world that think like you, that prep like you, that have the same ideals as you, that all of that stuff comes together. And you may run into some really great like-minded people that are in your general area. So seek out training in your area. Train, train, train. Get behind your gun. Shoot as much as possible. And watch how much better you get. It is so, so important.
Also, can I make another suggestion?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Train with the gun that you carry, and
Oh,
train
yeah.
with the ammunition that you carry.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I know, you don't always, I mean, it's not feasible to train with hollow points 100% of the time or whatever. But but know your gun, know what it can do, and train with hollow points every now and then, or whatever your carry ammo is.
No, that's a great point. And I think if you carry like 124 grain hollow points, then shoot 124 grain NATO 9mm, right?
Yeah.
Or, try to get as close to
Yeah,
your
even with your,
kit.
I'm not saying, go every range trip, go blow through 300 hollow points.
Yeah.
But you can get close.
You also got to make sure that shit works with your gun.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen people get a new gun. Like I would have no problem getting a Glock, like from the factory, from the box, from the gun shop, whatever, loading up the mags and tucking it in my waistband and carrying it. That's how much I trust Glocks. Okay.
I think that work.
A factory OEM Glock, right? Like, would you be comfortable doing that?
Yeah. I mean, they work.
Yeah, because as a brand, they are proven, right?
I mean, I would much rather have some trigger time behind it. I'm not
Of
going to say
course.
that I would be like, oh, nothing can go wrong. I mean, I would still be kind of apprehensive about it.
Yeah, it's
You never know.
anything mechanical.
Exactly. Anything that mechanical can fail.
Yeah, anything mechanical. And
that's why I also train with snap caps. So I train, like I'll have someone put in a random snap. Here's I'll probably a magazine of like 5.
Yeah.
Have 5 snap caps
to practice malfunctions.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, load up this 15 round mag. Don't tell me how many snap caps you put in there, or where you put them at.
Yeah.
And I'll have someone else load it for me. So then you actually have to go through the drill of, clearing it,
Yep.
I did this one training with this one guy, and they had this like high pressure hose, like pressure washer, and like they're standing behind you, hitting with the pressure washer, yelling at you.
Dang.
And your guns, and they have like snap caps, so the guns are malfunctioning, and and you're shooting rifle. You have to transition to transition from rifle to pistol and stuff. It was,
dude. If you people out there, if you've like shot in the rain, the snow, and have been out there like without gloves, like when your hands are mad slippery, bro, game changer. Also, there's a couple things that I've done that I want to talk about, kind of on that same level. But so real quick, so Rip Dango says, why is it illegal to go out into the woods and train at night? but it's okay during the day. I
Depends
don't know
on where
that
you
that's
are.
true.
I mean,
It depends on the
like,
area.
I don't know. I'm not
ordinance.
going to say local laws, but I know.
I mean,
I
it could
did.
be. It could be just noise ordinance, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, we did like a while ago, a couple years ago. We did basically the equivalent of the FBI qualification at night. And then we did some night vision, like small unit tactics at night as well.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's illegal to train at night. I think it's illegal to break a noise ordinance or to, well, not necessarily illegal, but
Oh,
you just got to figure out what works. And if you want to go train at night, go train at night, or buy property to train at night.
well, there's a group of people that I know that go, I think it's like an hour and a half from here, and they do a lot of nighttime training. They go out once a month and
Yeah.
like camp out for the weekend, and they train day and night. Fully kitted.
Yep. Yeah, that's what Spectre Solutions does. He does night shoots, white light, no light, low light, white light, and nods, thermal. And really quick, so Corn Pop says these days you have lots of people in America who aren't even Americans, could give two shits about America and don't conform to American ideals or morals. For this reason, the whole arm everyone fallacy bothers me. Libertarian logic does not work in the real world. So I don't know. So, okay, let me see. Well, at least it does not work in the past 1965 Hart-Celler Immigration Act, America. So here's a couple things. So I don't think there'll ever be a arm everyone. There's so many people that would even never, ever even touch a gun, right?
It should be an option, and maybe it's not the safest thing in the world, but it's a fundamental right. There's
And
nothing that can change that.
the whole freedom is dangerous conversation comes into play here. But also so I don't disagree with you.
But I'm not saying it's not the safest thing in the world. I'm just saying that even if it is, even if that's your point, it's still not my place to say.
Well, and that's kind of the place I was going to. It is like, so let's say that I don't disagree with you, right? Let's say that we're like, okay, well then some people can have guns. So then who gets to regulate that?
Who watches the watchers?
Yeah, right. Who gets to oversee it? It becomes a clusterfuck of government removing people's rights. And that's why it's like you almost have to be like all or nothing, right? And
I hate Nazis, especially Illinois Nazis, but they have the right to say what they want to say.
What about Ukrainian Nazis?
I hate all Nazis, but especially Illinois Nazis.
Well, I don't know anything about Illinois Nazis.
You have no idea what I'm talking about? Come on. Somebody out there must know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. My brain's not working well right now.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell.
It's an 80s movie. I'm gonna
Nazis.
I'm gonna see who Illinois Nazis. Come on, someone out there must know what I'm talking about. It's like one of the
Blues Brothers.
Yes, it's one of the best movies ever.
Yeah, I'm not really into that. The Illinois Nazis were led by a Jewish man named Frank Collins. I don't know. Is that a Blues Brothers reference? Because I'm
Blues Brothers great.
Yeah, I never really was into Blues Brothers. I would just fall asleep if you turned it on. And that's the other piece. So Agarizer, what's up, brother? He says, I'm not arming anyone. I just can't approve of disarming them. So I don't think there should be. And I had a conversation with a very, very intelligent individual, and the other day actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, not you. I mean, I would consider you a very intelligent individual as well.
I would consider myself of average intelligence.
So I had asked him, you know, what kind of restrictions do you think should be applied to people when it comes to the availability of guns, types of arms, military arms, and I'm not talking about what people call military grade weapons. I'm talking about like actual military grade weapons, like, the F-16s, tanks, 110s, to like real ordnance, right? And what I thought may be a simple, and if you're out there, text me. If you're out there, send me a message just saying I'm listening. Um, the conversation that we got into, which I thought maybe just kind of a simple answer, was a 40-minute conversation about rights and like who can oversee the overseers, and like I never want to give the government any additional capability of stripping people of their rights, because we all know what direction that'll go, right?
Patriot Act.
Yeah. And of course, Corn Pop, I love you, and I'm not saying that I disagree, right? Like I honestly, I don't know the best way to say this. It bothers me when I see people of opposing beliefs, like, for an example, Antifa, out doing terrible things, and they're in full kit with plate carriers, ballistic helmets, ARs, sidearms, and and I'm looking at them like, damn, this is different. This shit hits different. Like now, looking in the future, if we get into an interaction, it may very well be a very different exchange, but I would never want to call for them to not have the same type of rights that we do. That excuse
I was
me.
on the Antifa hit list, and I mean, I wouldn't want them to be stripped of their guns.
Yeah, because
And I'm on their damn list.
I
Or
would
was.
much rather be the absolute best I can ever be at, operating my firearms and my tools, my AR, my handgun, my kit, whatever. I want to become the absolute best version of that dude that I can, because honestly, when it comes down to it, anybody can go buy whatever kit that they want. But the dude that's going to
You know how
win
to
is the
use it?
dude that's got 10,000 hours of range time under his belt, I mean, the 2A is supposed to make sure, let me see. I mean, the 2A is supposed to make sure we have same weapons the government does. Forefathers didn't foresee jets and tanks and weapons of mass destruction back then everything was even playing field. Well, and
I think Jefferson probably would have been like, yeah, let him have it.
yeah, I mean, look, most of the
Jefferson was kind of
privateers that were used, we're talking, civilian owned warships were lent to the military. They were private companies that were contracted, or I don't think there should be many restrictions at all, right? But then how do you draw the line from, like, okay, so let's say that somebody, because I don't think the NFA is reasonable at all, right?
No.
At least the way it is implemented as it stands today, I don't think that's reasonable at all. But then let's say, okay, so somebody wants to go, buy like a Predator drone or something like that, and like 200 pounds of C4.
Dude, I would do that in a second.
Oh my God, if we could, like, but then, okay, so then can anyone and everyone go get a Predator drone?
That would be kind of dope.
Yeah, but let's say all of your enemies have a Predator drone and you don't.
It's once again, it's.
I'm just saying these are the kinds of questions that we have to kind of
but
ask.
once again, I'm an absolutist when it comes to this stuff, right?
I feel you. Yeah,
I'm an absolutist. It's not my place to say.
You couldn't own a cannon, sleepy Uncle Joe. Yep. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. I'm missing some of these chats, and I'm certainly not saying that that I think anything should be restricted. I'm just saying, how would it be implemented, and how could it be done in a way that people wouldn't lose rights? And how could it stop people from like Bill Gates going and creating a massive private army?
I don't think it could.
That's why I don't know. Like we the difficult thing for me is that, like, man, how do you pick and choose, right? When you start developing the conversation and take it further, it's like, well, shit, I don't know. Just some interesting thought exercises. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but like to me, this is almost to the point of like the constitutional rights, natural rights. To me, is I wouldn't even say almost. I would say it's to a point of a religion, where I have this higher belief, and there's no change in it. I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. Maybe I should start my own religion called the Mandalorian religion.
There you
But
go.
it's not. It's more about. It's not just about the gun rights. It's about all rights.
So, Corn Pop says, I don't know. I disagree with you on that, Dark. People that conform to Marxist ideologies, I'm fine with disarming. It's against our Christian European ideals this nation was based on. And then he says, my viewpoint may be controversial. Although the sad thing is, most people, including probably most in this chat, have been brainwashed and desensitized to being against people, groups threatening this. Yeah, I mean, it's a touchy subject. It's a difficult conversation to have, right? Like, the people that disagree with me should be disarmed. Who does that sound like?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I have the saying that I might disagree with you, but I'll fight to my death to defend what you're saying. The same thing, but with guns.
He says this is the reason why America is dying, because of this whole libertarian live and let live type of thinking. You're literally arming your enemies. I disagree with you. I understand where you're coming from.
I'm not arming my enemies.
Ideally, we'd have a right-wing fascist government.
Wow. Okay.
LOL. All right.
I guess we might disagree with that a little bit, but
look, I think. Oh, hold on, Fletcher. Either it's the hat with the headphones, but you look round, DLD. That may be it. That may be it. Maybe
he's
the hat
in
and the
shape,
headphones.
and his shape is round.
Yeah. I'm actually losing weight this year. I've lost a good amount of weight, man.
Dude, I've lost weight ever since I went down my medication so far.
Mm-hmm.
I am like I went from an extra large shirt. Now I just got some. I went to Lacoste.
Extra medium.
Yeah, I went to Lacoste. Because I love Lacoste stuff, and their stuff runs small anyway, and I had to get large. Extra large was just like swimming in the crap.
Nice, good for you. I'm still rocking a double XL. I didn't fit in that XL armor. Or no, that was large armor.
That was large, yeah. No, I gotta still do that. I mean, I've just been so busy today.
You're good. I get it, man. But that's what. So Corn Pop, that's what I'm saying. And look, these are all things. The only reason I'm bringing it up and having a conversation about it is because, dude,
we need to have conversations about it.
Yeah, and I've had these conversations with myself and others, and I've asked the same question. Like, I used to make a joke, right, when people are like, well, everyone has AR, 15. Most times, people didn't even understand what they were saying. They're just repeating shit that they hear on the news and whatever. And this is way before, like, this is just when I was a gun guy and didn't have the understanding of just how against us the United States government was, right? Before I woke up, we'll call it that. And I would say, I think all guns should be banned. No one should be allowed to own firearms but me. Right? And it was a joke, right? But it's because, like, I was kind of stuck in this way. Like, I'm the only person that I can trust. I know I'm not going to go do any, crazy shit or whatever. And I can't trust other people to have it because, well, shit, what if they use it against me? Right. It was this kind of skewed, like, joking thing. But honestly, it was coming from like a real place at some perspective at some point. So when you have the conversation, you ask yourself, like, okay, if a group of people say these people should not be armed because of the way that they think and the way that they think is dangerous, then we're literally exactly like the people that are opposing our beliefs, right? So, I mean, if shit pops off and shit gets kinetic, then it is what it is. That's why I'm saying we got to train to the highest level that we absolutely can. And I would be a hypocritic piece of garbage if I said, I believe everyone should be able to, preserve innocent life and, be able to, use firearms for self-preservation and all this stuff. But people that I disagree with and people that hate my country, yeah, they should be able to, own firearms because those pieces of shit, unfortunately, those same people have the same God-given rights, and those people can wake up, right? Those people may one day think differently.
It is not my right to impose my will on others. It's not my right to violate other people's rights to impose my will.
Yeah. And yeah, I got you, Corn Pop. I know. It is indeed a. So he says, when I say arming your enemies, I mean arming both literally and figuratively speaking. It is indeed a touchy subject. I used to think like y'all and be libertarian absolutist, but time, research, and experience has changed my beliefs. So I wouldn't consider myself a libertarian. I think
I would be the libertarian here.
yeah, I'm my
A
perspective.
small L libertarian. There's a difference.
Yeah, my perspective comes from I want as little governmental intrusion on life in general as possible. So if there were to be, I mean, one thing that could potentially, like what you're talking about, like taking the firearms from people with opposing beliefs, can only be done by two things: revolution or governmental overreach. And
The only way, can I stop you there?
yeah,
Either way, it's still at the barrel of a gun that it's done.
for sure. Yeah, I totally agree.
Government overreach or revolution, both still at the barrel of a gun.
Yeah. But it is a very interesting topic because it's like who do you give that, who do you entrust those types of decisions with? And I most certainly do not trust the United States government to handle any of our natural rights. So they can flock off. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I got to wrap up. I got some stuff I got to do in the AM tomorrow. So Crump, go ahead and take a moment and remind everyone where they can find you. But what if they don't?
Then Google me. I don't know.
Google
John
him.
Crump News, John Crump Live, YouTube. Check me out at MLN.
Awesome. Yeah, he does write for MLN as well.
I work for GOA, MLN, a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
I got my book coming out November 1st. I just got to write the prologue, and then finish writing the prologue. Write the final draft of the prologue.
Nice.
But the final draft of everything else is done.
I'm gonna go drop a prologue in the toilet here in a minute.
Okay. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, follow him at John Crump News on YouTube, John Crump Live on YouTube, and also check out, he's a writer. He is an investigative journalist and a writer with Amaland, and he's got some dope stories and some stories coming out over the next few days that are going to make y'all be like, what?
Yeah, which one do you think is going to piss him off more?
I'm just going to say Polymer 80.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that. Unbelievable level of curry. It's like, what? I'd like to live in ammo land. You and me both, man. It is candy land for people that think like us. Anyway, so make sure you show John Crump some love. Guys, make sure you also take the time to just be grateful, right, that you're out free with your families, with your loved ones, with your friends. And you know what? If you're out in the world and you're solo and you're all by yourself, take the time to just, you know, share gratitude with someone that you are out and free. And it honestly breaks my fucking heart that CRS Firearms and Justin, Matt and Justin are locked up right now. And he was sentenced to 60 months. And Justin was sentenced to 68 months for what I consider to be nothing. It is absolute horseshit. It is wrong. And if anyone out there does want to contribute, there's a pinned comment. You can contribute to the givesendgo.com/free CRS. And yeah, we love CRS. He's a good friend of ours, good friend of the channel. And man, F the ATF. That's all I can say. For anybody out there, if you do go purchase any of the F the ATF stickers that are on DLD hardware, amongst a lot of other things that are on DLD hardware as well, I will be taking the profit from those and contributing that to CRS Farms as well.
Nice. You know what? You know those patches I sent you?
Yeah.
You were going to kick me back something on them?
So I'm actually going to do something else. I'm going to get a new thing of patches and do some. Yeah. But
I
yeah.
would say whatever part you were going to kick back to me, just throw that in there too.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm gonna do a little thing to raise some money for CRS, and I was gonna kick you back something out of that. But
no, don't kick me back anything. Anything that you were gonna kick me back, go ahead and
contribute to CRS.
Yeah.
Justin will be out before Matt, correct? Because he has been in for 2.5 years. Because we all have a right to a speedy trial, right?
Well, they kept on what they kept on doing is fucking with those guys, and they kept on doing superseding indictments and changing a word here, changing a word there to put on a hardship on them, and basically run out the clock and run out the money, which is fucking ridiculous. But
it's ridiculous, man. I cannot believe that we're in this place right now. I mean, it's unbelievable, and like I said, I absolutely expected it. So it sucks, but also, guys, take the time to support the companies that support us too, right? Like support Goonbeam, support Gideon Optics, support also, I know I showed this off earlier, but North Coast Tactical with their Tuck holsters. Like, these guys are just dudes like us, and they're making shit that, and by the way, this is fire. Like, this gives me the ability, so these were made to carry lower in your waistline, so bigger dudes like me, you can carry a much larger gun lower and have it be way more comfortable. And North Coast Tactical Tuck Holster, check them out. These things are dope. This is the you ready for it? They call it the Ghetto Camo. So yeah, hilarious and awesome. I love it. Also, tack knives, and I got discount codes for all these companies in the description below. Also, if you guys are ordering anything on PSA, Brownells, Bear Creek Arsenal, Aero Precision, anything like that, I have affiliate links too. So if you hit me up on Instagram or email or whatever, you'll be able to find me, and I can share those links there. I cannot share them on YouTube, however, because terms of service and stuff. But in the end, guys, we'll go ahead and close out like normal. Oh, and the AR takedown tool. Those guys are my guys too. So appreciate you guys, and Strike Industries. But in the end, oh man, I got to show you guys my slide. Anyway, okay. In the end, we're going to go over the rules like we always do. Rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief little interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life. So just be kind. Rule number 2, live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because a hand that's open to give is also open to receive. Rule number 3, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence, make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, after this closes and post to my channel, if you leave a comment, that's going to be used for giveaways here in the future. So just leave a comment saying like, this is my entry or something like that. and something funny.
Oh,
Like,
can I ask you one thing?
yeah, sure.
I'm closing in on 50,000 subs,
Ayo, nice,
and I'm thinking about giving away a flamethrower,
nice.
like with the one of the under the barrel ones that
That would be
mounts to
dope.
the bottom of your rail on your AR.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I just want to see what you think of that.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Sounds like you would be into it.
Yeah, I think that's a great
And
idea.
the best part is they're non-regulated.
Mm-hmm. Similar to 37 millimeter launchers, which can be highly effective in certain situations. But yeah, we'll talk about it offline. I got you. I can definitely help you with the flamethrower thing.
All right.
All right, cool. Guys, thank you for coming and hanging out. Take it easy. We'll see you on the next one. There will be no show this Saturday. Just
By the
FYI.
way, I think that Corn Pop and I meet up now.
Flamethrower giveaway. Yes. Hell yeah. Fire, fire, fire. Oh, you guys are awesome.
So I think they like it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I would highly encourage it. And yeah, anything that throws fire. Dude, did you see the Sean Ryan show with the flamethrower operator from Iwo Jima?
No, that sounds awesome. Dude, those
Bro.
dudes are balls of steel.
This dude was
Dude,
like,
you're walking around with a bomb strapped to your back, basically.
yeah, for real. It was crazy. All right, y'all. I'm out. Thank you so much. Appreciate all y'all. There won't be a show on Saturday, but I may try to make up for it, and I may try to do something Sunday night, or we'll figure something out. But I'll catch you on the flip side.
I will
Stay
be doing a
strapped.
show on Saturday.
Be safe. You'll be doing a show on Saturday?
Yeah, we could just there you go, be gaming, I think.
Nice. All right. Love y'all. And for the throwback, here you go. Y'all remember that? Oh, the days. Love y'all.